All right, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, planted that seed. Shalom to the hopeful elect, to the speckled bird that's around the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you, Akim and Aqua, that be listening to the videos. This your brother Kalak Har coming back at you with another video, and this video is going to be called Jake, You're Not Egyptian. Give it up. And what inspired me to do this video was, I always see I always see this on the web or when I'm on Salakia. Or is it this? This is always popping up. I see a lot of my brothers, even the people I come across with on highways and byways, they're wearing stuff like this. And so I just wanted to do, a breakdown or just go into some scriptures, Lord willing, and let you know we're not Egyptian. Even when you go into the list of Egyptologists, because Jake like to say, a white man wrote that book, but who put those hieroglyphics off the walls, Jake? A bunch of Edomites, a bunch of, Amalekites, Amalekite. Jake ain't in here nowhere to be found. And I believe the elder from Dallas was saying that, I forget his name, the one who pulled the hieroglyphics off the wall. If I can find him, I can't find him. I forget his name. Salakia. But yeah, if you look through this list of Egyptologists, it's nothing but so-called white people. This guy, he the one who pulled the hieroglyphics off the wall. Jean French, these are French and, British type people, man. These are, so-called ish, or they're ish. When I say ish, I mean Joo-ish, Joow-ish. So, we got to watch our words on him. But yeah, I see a lot of brothers with this tattooed, or they got the chain and they think they're from Egypt and blah, blah, blah. Let's get into some scriptures, dealing with why we're not Egyptian. Let's go to Leviticus. I think it's 18. And let's start at the first verse. Leviticus 18:1. And the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Hawashah. Remember, when the Lord is in all caps, that's Yahweh Ba'ashem Hawashah, speaking to Moses, saying, verse 2, speaking to the children of Israel and saying to them, I am the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Hawashah, your power. Verse 3, after the doings of the land of Egypt, listen now, after the doings of the land of Egypt wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do, neither shall you walk in their ordinance. Verse 4, and ye shall do my judgments and keep my ordinance to walk therein. I am the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Hawashah, your power. So here's right here, the Lord is telling us not even when we take over the land, do not do as the Egyptians did. Do not do as the land of Canaan did, the people in Canada, which was Hamites. Jake, if you go to, what is it? Genesis 9? Genesis 9. Let's start at 20 verse. Genesis 9:20. And Noah began to be a husbandman, and he planted a vineyard, and he drank of the wine and he was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. And Ham, remember Hamites, the so-called Africans today, the father of Canaan saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brethren, and Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon their shoulders and went backwards and uncovered the nakedness of their father, and their faces were backwards, and they saw not their father's nakedness. And Noah woke up from his wine and knew what his younger son had done to him, and he said, "Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall be he unto his brethren." So the Lord cursed Canaan, and or the Lord Noah cursed Canaan for doing what he did, because you're not supposed to. That's in the law. You're not supposed to cover your father's nakedness or your mother's nakedness. So right then and there, they're cursed as a people. If we go, I believe it's another one. Yeah, that's the one. But if we go to Genesis, should have just went over, because Jake liked to think that, what is it? Salakia. Jake liked to think that we spent that 400 years up was up in 2000 or 2020. But Jake, these 400 years was talking about in Egypt, ancient Egypt, when they had us in subjection for hardcore bondage for more than 400 years. It's right here in Genesis 15:13. He said unto Abram, "Know of a surely that thy seed shall be a stranger in the land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall be afflicted them 400 years." Also, let's read verse 14. "And also that nation who they shall serve will I judge, and afterwards shall they come out with great substance." That's because when the Israelites left Egypt, they had gold and all types of stuff they came out of that Egypt with. When they crossed the Red Sea, or Moses parted the Red Sea and they crossed it. So once again, Jake, how could you be Egyptian? You're not Egyptian, Jake. Give it up. Let's get some pictures of it. And this is in the Compact Bible Dictionary. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the Canaanites. There's a complete difference between Hamites and Shemites. There's a complete difference. And then these Egyptologists is trying to link us to the Africans, so they can say they the children of the Lord, which, like we turned down those strongholds. I think that's in 2 Corinthians. The imaginations and high places and things of that nature. We turned down these strongholds. What's another thing Jake like to think? That we all came from Africa. Well, let's put that to bed right now. I believe it's in Galatians 3, 4. I'm going to highlight it. But Jerusalem, city of peace, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all. So Jerusalem is the mother of us all, not Africa. I mean, even if you go break down Genesis chapter 1, Eden was the earth. I planted a garden in Eden. I planted a garden in the earth, east, in the east. And it's talking about that garden in the Holy Land. I planted a garden in the Holy Land in the earth to the east. And those rivers, the ancient rivers, they don't call them the same now. I think one or two of them probably still call it the same to this day, but the Greeks changed those rivers, when they came into power. But people are misled and think life started in Ethiopia or something like that. Those are Cushites. The Egyptians don't even call themselves Egyptians. That's when Alexander the Great went in there and they start calling it Egyptians. They was really go back to Mizraim, Mizraim. Let's get another one. Slovakia is kind of late, but we got to get it done. Slovakia, my hands tripping. Let's get Isaiah 31. Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah. And that's, the simple believe everything, man. Believe that's Proverbs. We'll get that next, but the Lord said, don't go down to Egypt for help. And we in spiritual Egypt right now. If you go to Revelation 11, it talks about where our Lord was crucified in spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Sodom and Egypt is what we're living in now. This spiritual place, Babylon the Great, daughter of Babylon. Where our Lord was crucified, meaning his image was taken away and his name was changed. We're in that land. So the Lord is saying, woe to them, and woe means destruction. Destruction to them that go down to Egypt. Alas, oh, whoa. Like of threatening. Woe means destruction, because that's what's coming to you if you thinking you're Egyptian. Back in Genesis, I think it's 41 or so, Joseph was the king in Egypt, and Jacob and the 12s came over to Egypt during a famine and Joseph, helped them out, gave them, food and corn and things of that nature, and gave them money back because he recognized them and knew who they were. So, even Moses was mistaken as a Egyptian. What's that in Exodus 2? Let's get all this. Exodus 2:11. And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown, that he went out unto his brethren and looked on the burdens, and he spied an Egyptian smiting in Hebrew, one of his brethren. And he looked this way and that way, and when he saw that was no man, he slew the Egyptian, and he hid him in the sand. And when he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strove together, and he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow? And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us? Intendest thou to kill me, as thou killest the Egyptian? And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known. Now, if we go back to verse 13, the Hebrews were saying, hey, ain't that your fellow? Why would you kill him? Now they're going to know you did it, because the word is out there that you killed him. So, once again, even his own brethren is mistaking him for a Egyptian, but we're not Egyptian. Even Paul was mistaken for Egyptian. I think it is in, I looked it up earlier, it was in Acts 21, but there's a difference. There's a difference in the Egyptian and the Israelite. This Exodus 11:7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. So there's a difference. Even though we had the dark skin, which, I mean, if you think about it, Arabs have dark skin, the original Aboriginal Australians got dark skin, East Indian got dark skin, Negroes, us, we got dark skin. You know, we Israelites, but, you know, I had to just put the Negroes in there, but we dark skin. You don't hear Arabs calling themselves African. You don't have Australians calling themselves African. It's East Indian man. He don't call himself African. You know, nobody does like that. But you know, there's a difference. There's a difference, and that's what I was trying to get back. Genesis 10. Genesis 10:6, and the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Put, Salakia, and Canaan. You know, these are the Ethiopians were the Cushites, the Egyptians were the Mizraim, the Put was the Libyans, Canaan was South Africans. You know, so once again, these are so-called Africans. You know, Hamites. Like I was saying in the photo, Noah, the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, uh, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. You know, the Hamites. They the Hamites. We're not Ham. Wake up, Jake. We're not Ham. You know, if we go into some more photos, you know, destroyed for the lack of knowledge. You know, they even make memes about it. We got these niggas believing they're African. Now we control their land and their whole livelihood. Changing their identity was the best thing we've ever done. They actually let us educate their children. Charles Darwin was a genius. Dumbass niggas, LMAO, whatever. They think Negroes only exist in one continent, LOL. See, this is a joke, man. You know, destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Stiff neck, don't want to listen, don't want to be reproved. That's why the Lord got to get rid of you and you got to come back in the kingdom. You know, you got to come back in the kingdom with you in shame. You know, can't do that. You know, Jake, congratulations. You played yourself, Jake. You always want to have that Egyptian Unk and Ankh or whatever that shit called. You want to have that on, and, you know, shit, I even thought we was Egyptian at one point because of the damn DNA test shit that I got back in 2017. You know, I'm thinking I was that, but the Lord walked me through that and got me through that. So, but yeah, look at these, man. Come on, man. That's you, Jake. You're not supposed to put any cuttings in your flesh. The Lord said that in Leviticus 19. The law. You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, or print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. Come on, man. Come on. No disrespect, Aborigine people. This is not your culture. We're not Africans. Look at that. Got shit all over the face and all of that. Look at this. Gave my girl some hater blockers or something. Look at this. He got a weed plant on his face. What is going on? Like a damn tiger came, a lion just fucking with the lions and, you know, slashed your ass. Look at Big Mama. Just carving on the face. Look at that shit. African face cutting culture. Why would we be that? And Jake, man, And it's just basic, just going over basic scriptures and letting you know we're not Egyptian, we're not African, man. I know they want you to believe that whole we was kings, we was kings, and now that becomes a joke, you know. That's actually a joke today. The Kemet community is a joke. They not out. They not saying anything. It's just a lot of you, 2/3 niggas just walking around with those damn chains on, man, making me sick when I see that. Even you better off putting on the damn Christian chain, man. Even though you're supposed to wear anything like that. Um, this is Proverbs 14:15. The simple believeth every word, but a prudent man looketh well to his going. You know, simple. You're gonna be like, hey, we Egyptian. You know that, right? What? I didn't know that. I'm finna go to the barber shop and get tatted up with a Egyptian on. I'm finna get all this bullshit. You know, all this bullshit. The Lord, like I said, the Lord put a difference between us and the Egyptian. You know, what else I got? Yeah, Jake, you played yourself, man. Look at that. Look at the girl body, man. Come on, man. Look at the dude face. Your mud fucked up. Look at the little baby cutting the baby face, baby crying. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Oh man, look at that. They fucked Jit face up. He must be a mighty warrior or something right now, cause Jit face messed up. Damn. Fuck, bro. Our people, even right here, the Negroes to and what the Negroes in the Drew. Yeah, Negroes claim to be is legitimate. The land of Israel is located in Western Asia and borders the northern Africa. All the native inhabitants of that region were non-white. When Spain expelled its Jews in 1492, many of them went to Africa. It seems probable that some of them were brought later to the Americas as slaves. The spiritual never seen about African rivers. It's always the Jordan or the Red Sea. They don't sing about African chiefs or kings. It's David and Moses or some other characters from the Bible. How could you get around that, Jake? Jake will still find a way to say, no, that's not us. That's not us. This us. The plate lip. And then they be doing some weird shit too, man. You look more. Come on, man. Come on, man. How do you even eat? I guess you take that shit off and eat. But still, man, that shit look ridiculous. Not only that, these mother use the cow piss to wash their face. And you gonna tell me we from that? That's our culture? They trying to link us to that? Look at this nigga with shit all over his face. They let the shit come back. Come back. They let the shit dry and then they put it on their face. It turning hair colors and everything. Look at this shit. Jake, look, he got pink eyes because he got shit in his eyes. Or Jake, this Hamite, Salakia, got shit in his eyes. Got pink eyes and shit. Look at the whole body. Man. Yeah, this shit, man. What the hell? Bro, imagine if you had to walk around like that. Bro. It's like we wanna adopt our cultures and the Egyptians are in South Sudan right now, so this is what they're doing. Cursed ass people. All right, last one. Look at the baby. Baby, like, what y'all done did to me? They won't let me blow it up that well. Baby, like, what y'all done did to me? So with that said, I hope you're edified. Um, like I said, I was just touching on a couple scriptures to let you know even more. Mosquito burgers. They make mosquito burgers. They catch all the mosquitoes that's over there and they put it into a burger. Can you believe that? That's going against the law, man. Salakia. That's going against the law. I'm pretty tired, but the Lord needs His. That's for sure. There's many other scriptures that you can go into. But like I said, I just touched the couple of them, and I hope you're edified. So, call Halalayim Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders of GMS. Shalom to the elect, hopeful elect, the ones that scattered around the world too. Shalom to you brothers and sisters that believe on this truth and pushing this truth 100%. Shalom to you. I'll see you on the next video. It's your brother Kalakar. Shalom.